Wildcats. I'm London Roca here for the first official video of 2023. Happy New Year. First we have the RBT sports team with 2 members of the girls basketball team.
Hello, we're with Ellie and Lucy, and they were a part of the Randall girls basketball team.
What was the hardest team to beat?
Yorkville, probably.
We didn't beat them. They're really good
What
at.
was the hardest team that you guys beat?
Oh,
Probably Riverview. The hardest
Yeah.
team to play.
probably Riverview because we both had the same skills, and it was just a really close game.
Okay. What was your favorite game of the season?
The Riverview game.
Riverview game because we're the biggest rivals, I guess.
Yeah, and we finally beat them, and so it was a big deal.
And how did you beat them?
Just good mindsets.
Good passing too.
Yeah.
What are your biggest strengths, do you think, to the team?
I would say our free throws and layups.
In layups, yeah.
Thank you for letting us interview you. Goodbye.
Thank you, sports team, for that enlightening interview. Next we have Ryan Schmidt and Mr. Weir, our amazing computer science teacher and robotics club leader. All about robotics. Let's look at that.
Hello, Randall School. Today, my name is Ryan Schmidt, and today we will be interviewing Mr. Weir all about the robotics club. So today we're going to be talking about the robotics program with Mr. Weir. So they started building their first functioning robots on November 1st. So far, they have been working. They successfully completed their first robot. And it is very cool and complicated. It's a really cool program here at Randall. So we have an interview with Mr. Weir. He was kind enough to let me interview him. So thank you, Mr. Weir.
Thanks for having me,
and
Ryan.
we will get right into the interview. Okay, if you could change one thing about the robotics program, what would it be?
I would say an endless amount of resources. As you can know, Ryan, where you only have a certain amount of stuff we can build with. So only a certain amount of things each student can play with and build with it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could have it, it'd be just as much different components and parts to the robots that I could have.
Yes, okay. What is a robotics program?
So in robotics, we teach kids different parts of building a robot, what goes into it. It's a lot of engineering, problem solving, and critical thinking that goes into it.
What do you do on the robotics team?
So Ryan, pretty much all I do is I will start off guiding students through introducing what certain parts are. I will give them a little directions, and then pretty much for the most part, it's me just kind of guiding and watching students over on building.
And what do the students do on the team?
Students are typically given a task, they have to build their first robot with a group of students. And with that, it's just introducing them all the different things that they'd be using. Eventually what happens is students will be given, we are given a timed task for the big competition in May at Gateway. And then students from there kind of have to work together as a team to build that for the competition.
Mr. Weir was kind enough to let me show you guys some of the parts. What does this do?
So this right here is a servo, it's our motor. This can operate a few different things on a robot. It can power the wheels, it can power a lift, it can power a claw. This right here is essentially what helps the robot get moving.
And then what does this piece do?
This right here, that is actually a claw to a robot. So a lot of the times at Gateway, their time task will have something to deal with the claw right here. And the servo right here is actually what helps it open and close.
You said Gateway, right? Is it the college Gateway?
It is the college, yep. That's where the big competition is in May.
Okay, so what are these then?
These are base plates, and we get a bunch of different sizes, some bigger, some smaller, and this is kind of what like gives the body of the robots.
So what do these gears do? Do they like turn the servo, or do like they turn the claw, or what do they do?
So these right here, I mean, they gears can be used for a variety of different things. The biggest part for the robot is speed.
Wow, that's really interesting. I never knew robotics was that complicated. Thanks, Ryan. Oh, and thank you, Mr. Weir, for that great interview. Next, we have another interview, this time with Maddie H. and Will Chevrolet and Miss Dennis, our junior high art teacher.
Today we are in the art room with Mrs. Dennis.
Action!
Hello, I'm here with Miss Dennis, and what's one thing you love about being an art teacher?
Oh, one thing I love about being an art teacher. Well, I get to be creative all day long with lots and lots of different kids, all different ages, each and every day.
What's one thing you love about Randall?
What's one thing I love about Randall? Oh, well, I really very much admire Randall for their family feel. It's a smaller school, and you know, I can see some kids that are 4K all the way through 8th grade. So you get to see kids grow and develop. I love that.
What's one job you had before you came to Randall?
Ooh, one job I had before I came to Randall, I was an art therapist. I worked with people that had mental health issues, and I worked in behavioral health, and I still got to do art, but in a different way.
Nice. Bonus question, what's your favorite art style?
Ooh, bonus question. I really like painting, acrylic paint. Acrylic paint, it dries fast, and I'm not patient enough for oil, and watercolor is a little bit harder to control, so I would say acrylic paint.
Thanks, Maddie and Mrs. Dennis, for that interview. All right, Wildcats, that's all we have time for today. Thank you for watching. Have a good 2023. This is London Ruokava from the Randall Broadcasting Team, signing off. Have a good one, folks.
This is Cassie Zeibel, and I'm the RBT, Randall Broadcasting Team, and we are doing our first Spotlight interview. We are here with Mr. Avard, our new principal at Randall.
Hey Randall, how's it going? How you doing, Cassie?
I'm good.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for interviewing me. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you being on Randall Broadcast.
Awesome.
What is your favorite thing about being a principal?
Whew. Well, I would have to say there's a lot. Okay, so there's probably 4 things: students, staff, parents, and the community. And at Randall, it's awesome. So I feel really blessed to be here, and I'm excited that you asked, because it's not often that I get a chance to reflect like that. So thank you.
What's your favorite thing about Randall?
My favorite thing about Randall. Is this like an hour-long interview, or? Actually, my favorite thing about Randall is getting a chance to be able to work with kids every single day, and seeing them grow and learn, and teachers too. It's a ton of fun. And I also like all those other little things that we do, like the Stuff the Bus competition was great, and everybody and their awesomeness was on display. Generosity, coming together, setting up for our cereal box domino, all of that just is what makes Randall special.
That's really cool.
Thanks.
What job did you have before becoming a principal at Randall?
Got it. So I've actually been a principal this is my 21st year. And I've been a principal at an elementary level, at a middle school level, at a high school level, and here at a K-8 level. And it's shocking that it's been 21 years that I've been doing that.
Were you a teacher?
Yeah, actually, that's a great question because most of you maybe didn't realize this, but every principal that you've ever had to teach for 3 years at a minimum before they were a principal.
I wonder if there are any openings in 6th grade.
Maybe. I was a 6th grade math and writing teacher. You never know.
Bonus question. What's your favorite sport?
Ooh, to watch or play?
Both.
Both. Good answer. To play, definitely basketball. To watch, any level of football. I even like high school football, so I'd say high school, college, professional football. That's my favorite to watch for sure.
What is your favorite football team?
Oh, favorite football team? The Green Bay Packers. Does that strike a chord with you, Cass? Uh-oh. Bears fan? My apologies.
Thanks, Mr. Avard. This is Cassie Zivel reminding you to keep working towards your goals.